Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Eric here from Moss Pawn and Gun. You ever have one of those days where you just need an AR break? Well, that's what we're doing today. This is going to be an ultimate AR-15 meltdown. We're going to see what the AR can take in full auto before it starts to have issues, okay? We're running a standard M16 lower, and we're going to run a commercial type spec'd out upper on it. We've got a standard Anderson upper with the Sharps Rifle Company Reliable bolt carrier group. All right, we're really going to put this little thing through its paces today. We've got a Geisley rail right here. You know, I don't really expect any issues out of this Mark III rail. It's a 13-inch. We got a Geisley gas block that's got the bomb-proof installation, so we're going to be kind of testing that, see how well it holds together. We got a Faxon 1 1/8 twist stainless barrel with a melanite finish, a single chamber clockable Faxon brake. All right, we'll see what this little thing can do here. Now what we've done is, because we want to see what type of grief that we can put the extractor through on this bolt, I've opted for some steel cased ammunition, because usually steel is pretty rough on the bolt. There's a couple of things that can happen here, guys. We could have a cook-off. You know, the firearm could get so hot that the rounds actually start to explode prematurely. The heat from the barrel can be so hot that it'll set the round off and cook the powder without the firing pin being hitting the primer. So that could be an issue. We could melt the gas tube. We could melt the gas rings inside of the bolt. We could shear the gas key on the bolt. All kind of things could happen, but we're going to check it out here, see what happens. Pretty much with the AR-15 system, the gas tube itself, now this is a direct gas impingement gun. The gas tube itself is usually what is the fuse of the entire system. The gas tube is designed to fail before the weapon destroys itself. Will it? Let's find out. All right, here we go. One down. Gas block is getting hot, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, yeah. Oh boy, that's hot. Yeah, this gas tube, it's about to go. Maybe. Tell you what, let's try an X50 drum. One more for good taste. Uh-oh. Well, that ran like a champ, didn't it? All right. Ooh, that barrel is hot. Ooh, it's hot. Did you hear that rate of fire pickup on that? This bad boy is getting hot. I don't know, guys, but let's keep going. That is one hot barrel. That sucker's hot. All right, we're gonna stick to 30 round PMags. Oh, this is the hottest I've ever had an AR. This is getting a little bit crazy. Holy Moses. Yeah. Ooh, that gas tube is freaking cooking, dude. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, the thing is getting hot. Oh, man. Oh, this thing is getting warm. How about another X50 to cool it off a little bit? Oh, man. You see how cherry hot this thing is? She's slowing down, I don't know. It's getting a little sluggish. We're gonna keep running it though. My trigger finger's getting tired. That was, yeah, that started cooking off a little bit. We're starting to cook off. You know what? One more. Yeah, guys. Yeah, we just jettisoned the brake off the end of the gun. Yeah. One more. Why not? That was it. There's the gas tube. Done. That's it. She's done. All right. Let's see what happened. All right, guys. Well, that was pretty freaking crazy. I've done a lot of crazy things with guns in my day, but that really surprised the heck out of me in terms of what happened. I mean, I knew the gun was going to fail in some way or form, but I didn't know the barrel was going to bust. So our barrel failed. Gas block held, gas tube held, our Rely bolt just fine. And honestly, the reliability of that thing, I mean, the entire rig just chugged along just fine until its utter demise. Not a single issue. I don't see any problems with the bolt. We are going to start with the bolt and just go ahead and disassemble it and have a look here. And while I'm taking this thing apart, I do want to thank the guys out at Quiet Riot for providing this M16 lower for me today to use, because they knew that going into this that I could destroy the gun. But the lower, you know, you're generally not going to have any issues out of a lower. Usually with an AR design, your barrel is where all the pressure, is where all the magic happens. That's why the rest of the firearm can be made out of aluminum, out of polymer. That's where the magic happens, is with the barrel and everything. So firing pin looks good, cotter pin looks good. This thing is still a little bit warm, that's okay. All right. Our cam pin looks good. Our bolt looks good. Gas rings look fine. Extractor looks fine. Gas key looks fine. There's nothing wrong with this bolt. This bolt can go in any other gun and it'll keep working and it'll do its thing and nobody will be the wiser that I did this to it. Well, it's going back in my gun. All right, so the rest of the upper here, we got our Geisley rail, did just fine. We did get one little bulge here on the side of the rail that was from the barrel blowing, okay? Now looking back at the slow-mo footage, we thought that maybe what had happened is like maybe a squib load or something, but according to the slow motion footage, the round made it out and then the round behind it made it out. I think we just got this barrel so hot it just couldn't take any more. Now you got to think, that was 830 rounds of ammunition. Drum magazines, sticks. In a combat situation, there's a very, very slim chance that you are going to fire this gun for that many shots in one sitting and actually get the thing hot enough to do that. Okay, that shows the operational capacity of the AR-15. And it's just really shocking. But what I am going to do, I'm going to try to get the rail system off. Looking at the barrel, it looks like it did droop a little bit. Some of you guys might be familiar with, you know, like World War II and, you know, the Germans running MG42s and all different type of, you know, machine guns. Well, the MG42 has a quick change barrel system. Most heavy machine guns have a quick change barrel system for the purposes of, you know, the barrel gets hot, you don't cook your barrel off, you don't start cooking off rounds, you don't injure the gunner or the ammo bearer or anything like that. You swap the barrel and you get back to business, okay? This gun, not so much. It's not designed for this type of abuse. All right, we're gonna have a look at our Geisley rail here and see if we can get it off. I was getting a little nervous there near the end. That was kind of crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. That's one thing to have a little fun, but that was starting to freak me out a little bit. Let's have a look here. Let's see, washers. Let's not lose everything. All right, let's see if maybe that thing will pop right off of there. Okay. One thing that I like so much about Geisley's rail systems is the fact how modular they are. I can swap these out. If I've got this one barrel nut, I can change out any type of rail system I want. So say it's an operational environment. Oops, I screwed up my rail system. Who cares? Change it out. Everything else is the same. Very quick change, very modular, very easy to take care of. Rail system's fine other than the damage that occurred when the barrel blew. I love that little rail. Now I'm going to put my gloves back on. Now guys, you know, we just really wanted to show how tough these little guns are. You know, a lot of people talk a lot of smack about AR-15s. I personally am more of an AK guy, but I can certainly see the charm of the AR. It's modular. You see how quickly I broke this down just in the field to clean and inspect what's going on. Well, there ain't no cleaning this. But let's look at the barrel here. Now, I'm not going to touch it because that booger is still hot. But we've got some serious stuff going on there. The Geisley gas block still holding up just fine. Our bomb-proof installation, literally we did create a bomb with this thing. So the bomb-proof installation did its job. The Faxon barrel, you know, held up fine as long as it's good. But to give you an idea of how hot this thing really got, if you look down the barrel of this thing, I mean, it just got so hot that for about the first 10 inches of rifling, it just stripped it out. It got so hot, it just was carrying bits of rifling, and wow, it just really screwed this thing up. And of course, our brake ended up working loose from the heat, and it's somewhere downrange. It may have just fell right down here. We're gonna look for the brake, but we did lose our brake, which I can't imagine that, you know, not being a common problem to happen. If you're, you know, really running a lot of rounds out of this thing, that could happen. Let's have a look down from the muzzle end. And yes, it's unloaded, guys. There's no bolt in it. There's no ammo in it. Yeah. Wow. That's just so freakish. The wear of this barrel after getting it that hot and those amount of rounds. Have you ever looked at like an old school 22 barrel that's had probably about 60,000 rounds put through it, that's probably about 120 years old, like an old Winchester 1890 or something that looks like It's got barely traces of rifling left because it's been shot 60,000 times. That's what it looks like. It looks like Marlin micro groove rifling, but like worse. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Wow. I'll tell you what, the purposes of these videos, guys, is to learn something. I learned something. Yeah, it cost us a little money. We burned up a little ammo. But hey, that's the whole point of science, is to learn things and to document it. I guess that kind of makes me a scientist. Sort of. So, guys, I appreciate you watching today. Hopefully you learned something from this video. We had a lot of fun making it. We'll catch you next time.